Hello, everybody. We are back once again. It is round 29 in the EFL Championship on the back end of a 3-game week. We were here on Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Here we are again on Friday night. And here we go again with another round of 12 games in the EFL Championship. Starting off with Derby versus West Brom. Really looking forward to this one. West Brom might not be because it's been absolutely horrible for them recently. Change of manager, Eric Ramsey coming in. A bad start against Middlesbrough went to a horrific start against Norwich. They lost 5-0 at home in midweek. In contrast, Derby County are on not only for the fabled 9-point week, but they played both of their games away so far. We always flag up how difficult it is doing back-to-back away games in these midweek weekend runs of games. And fair play if they get that one done, Derby. And they will be favourites to do this tonight. Let's say some hellos and then we'll go to a like spike. Hey to Ashley, Ben, SCFC Forever, Chicago Streets, Nat, Damaged Lemon, Kieran. We'll come on to Max O'Leary, Connor, Steve, hello to you, Nick as well. And we are off and running on the Super Chats. Thank you so much, Ben. We've got a target of 5 Super Chats tonight. 1 down, 4 to go. Thank you so much, Ben. On behalf of all other playoff chasers, come on, you Baggies. Thank you so much, Ben. We are live on TikTok as well. If you see me looking down here, I want to try and read some of the TikTok comments as well. Benjamin Bloom FC, if you like TikTok and prefer to watch over there. I'm not great at it. I was messing it up all the while the other day, but I think I got the right title and whatnot. So hello to everyone down there on TikTok. Right, let's get into all of the detail. There you go. We're on Facebook as well. Fee Simpson is watching live at Pride Park as well. Liam, I'm glad you super chatted. I'm grieving. Bannon to Millwall is all but done. Wow. Thank you for the super chat, Liam. That's a big transfer if that one goes through. And Liam, we need to plead to you, matey, that Wednesday will inevitably go down. You're going to stay with us on the watch-alongs next season. Get your support in for Liam. We don't want him disappearing to League One. We still want him there. There you go. We've got some comments going on TikTok. Tom down there up the borough. It's probably nice now for Ipswich fans like me, Coventry fans, Middlesbrough fans, Hull fans, Millwall fans. Who else is in the top 6? Preston up at the top. Just have a look at a different area of the table right now. Thank you very much. We've got 2 super chats there. Right. We must do the like spike. So if you're watching here on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter, down here on TikTok, hit the thumbs up button right now. You have got 11 seconds. Here we go. This is a live spike. What is a live spike? Deary me. It was a like spike. I fudged my words probably for the first time of many tonight. Great to see so many of you here already across the platforms. Welcome, everybody. Shall we get into team news for Derby West Brom? We'll do that in just a minute. Let's just run over what is going on in the EFL Championship in round 29. So Derby West Brom go tonight. There's quite a few possibilities of 9-point weeks and 0-point weeks. We haven't had many draws across rounds 27 and 28 to upset that. So Middlesbrough versus Preston. That's literally another example where Borough could go 9 points for the week. Preston could go 0. Millwall Charlton, we'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully you will be there. I will be sat right in this very seat here. And we'll be watching Millwall versus Charlton. Really looking forward to that London derby. It's Birmingham versus Stoke. We're into the 3 p.m.s now. Blackburn versus Watford. Bristol City versus Sheffield Wednesday. Hull versus Swansea. Hull, I believe, are also on for the fabled 9-point week. Leicester versus Oxford. QPR versus Wrexham. Sheffield United versus Ipswich. Whisper it. Ipswich Town are on for a 9-point week as well. And before this current run, they hadn't won back-to-back games all season. So Ipswich moving into a nice win streak at a good time. On Sunday, fingers crossed we'll do this. We might not have the energy or bandwidth to do it. But hopefully we'll do Pompey and Southampton. And then Monday night we will definitely, that's a promise, famous last words, we're definitely going to do Norwich versus Coventry on Monday night. What a great way to round out the weekend with the league leaders, Coventry, and they will still be league leaders whatever happens for the next couple of rounds, won't they? And then they face Norwich, who are an informed team but lower down in the table, trending very, very much upwards. Score predictions are coming. Who's asking me? They're on TikTok. Mr. JMD. We're going to get to that very, very shortly, guys. Let's just do team lineups and team news first. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing playing and who your potential match winners are. Right, team news tonight. Lots to talk about. Barry Bannon to Millwall. Maybe we'll have a good look at that at half-time. Looks like there has got legs in that story. Derby in goal. Zetterstrom. There was some doubt about that. Who's the Derby third keeper? Someone tell me in the chat. Richard O'Donnell? Is that his name? It struggled in goal there, but Zetterstrom is back. Ward, who's been fantastic, the right wing back, although it looks like he's in a back four tonight. Elder is the other full back. Bart and Langas are the centre backs. O'Donnell, thanks Ash in the chat. Ozo and Travis in central midfield with Bobby Clark. Derby fans telling me, yeah, go figure. We finally got our first choice midfielders back and the midfield looks good all of a sudden. I get it. Clark obviously scored at the Valley the other night. Cal the Owl, Bannon last game tomorrow. Brewster and Diaz wide. Agyemang, who apparently, according to the all the rumours, is the subject of bids from the Premier League. He's only been in the Championship since August, hasn't he? But the bids are coming in for Patrick Agyemang, who's in pretty decent form, isn't he? Bench. O'Donnell, this is Derby, Forsyth, Sanderson, Vyman, Blackett-Taylor, Thompson, Fraulo, Jackson, Salverson, obviously the big miss, Carlton, Morris. Foot Mob take their injury updates with a pinch of salt, say February 2026. So, yeah, how long's a piece of string? For West Brom, Max O'Leary. I've had a few questions about him. We knew he was going to be a keeper on the move. His contract expiring at Bristol City. He goes straight in into the West Brom 11. It was Josh Griffiths in there. So Ramsey, pretty brutal for Griffiths, isn't it? But Ramsey goes big, changes the keeper. It's going to be three at the back. Again, Campbell, Phillips, Bielik. I can't see a right wing back there. So I'm guessing, is it going to be Mikey Johnston again? Let's say it's Styles and Johnston, with Diakite and Price centrally. Yeah. Don't know how how that as a two-man midfield is going to hold up. Diakite is strong, but Price obviously normally more in number 10. We suspect then Carlin Grant wide. Who's my other wide man then if I've moved everyone around? Hegabo down the middle. Who did I stick in midfield then? Malumbi with Johnston wing back. Price and Diakite second. Grant, I can't figure out who's going to go down that side. No, sorry, I've got that wrong. Malumbi and Diakite will surely play central midfield. So yeah, Price will probably play wide right. My bad. Sorry, got it all wrong. I was trying to figure it out as we went there, but We've only got 3 games of evidence on Eric Ramsey, and the first 2 haven't been great so far, have they? Bench for the Baggies: Griffiths, Gilchrist, Taylor, Mepham, Mowat, DK, Wallace, Madger, Illing. There's some good players on the bench there, isn't there? I really do wish Eric Ramsey good luck, but this has been a really, really testing start for the new boss, hasn't it? Shall we get ready for predictions, you lot? The players are coming out at Pride Park. The Pyros are going off. Get your predictions in via the comments. Where is my phone? And I can look up and tell you, before you get your predictions in, exactly what the poll on the Benjamin Bloom football channel says. You can, while you're watching this, head out to the community tab. I'm going to find it right now. Lots of posts down there. Right, there it is. Right, 859 votes on this. And, oh my God, only 11% are going for a West Brom win. 13% go for a draw. There is the evidence, if you can see that there. 76% of votes have backed Derby to win this one. 76% think Derby win this one tonight, which is probably more a reflection of West Brom at the moment than it is of the Rams. Get your predictions in right now. I'm going to hit the stinger. What's my little rhyme? I can't remember. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be clever. Write your prediction. We'll read them together. Let's go. Right, let's get these predictions. Couple coming in on TikTok as well down there. What have we got? I've got to scroll. Oh, what window have I got to go to there? Right, sorry. Too many comments. You can never have too many comments, can you? Right, where am I starting with your prediction? I'm going to bang through these. The players are now doing handshakes and whatnot. We'll try and talk about Barry Bannon at half-time, guys. Loads of comments coming in on that. Right, here we go. 2-0 Derby, 2-1 Derby. 0-1. Interesting. 4-0 Derby. Desmond. What else have I got in here? Producer Jake, everybody. Salute emojis in for Jakey down there. Does a sterling job helping me out with the clips and shorts on the channel. Not all heroes wear capes. That's one down there for sure. Matt SB. More heroes here. That joke from Matt SB. You love to see it. 1-0 Derby. Desmond, 2-1 Derby. 1-1. Sorry, I'm going to move quickly here. I'll try and read all your predictions out. You might not get your name read out. 1-2 Baggies. 2-1. Well done, mind blown. 0. Effing 0. Someone's covered it. Good. We always like that. 3-1. 1-1. Sorry, I'm going to rattle through. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I want to click all of these up on the screen. It's my fault. Waffled along. Too long. Typical me. Oh, my God. There's loads of them. Well done, guys. Thank you for all this. Oh, yeah, someone's just pointed at, the West Brom away run as well. Thank you for salutes there for Jake. Oh, crikey. Right, there we go. I'm so sorry. We had to rattle through all of those. Couple down there on TikTok as well. We have kicked off in this one. We should remind you, what is it, 10 in a row? Fact check me on that comments. It's 10 EFL away defeats in a row, isn't it, for the Baggies? Absolutely honking terrible away form. Nearly as terrible as my timekeeping here. Has that gone out for a corner? Wow. Early chance to put a bit of pressure on. West Brom have won a corner within seconds of the start of this one. Not entirely sure how Derby allowed that to happen, but who's trotting over? It's a left foot. It'll probably be Callum Styles, won't it? Corner, though, early here in the game for the Baggies. God, they could do with this one flying in, couldn't they? I'll talk about Anis Mehmeti as well in a bit. We've got to talk about Barry Bannon. I'll reset the teams as well in a sec. Corner coming in, left-footed back stick. Remember, by the way, Eric Ramsey with a prodigious record, apparently, for set plays in MLS. We'll hopefully see if that comes through. Travis knocks that one back inside. But Langas, West Brom slotting back into that mid-low block we've seen in the first few games. Ozo over on the left-hand side. So, yeah, looks like Diakite and Malumbi. Who's playing right wing-back? Maybe Isaac Price. Still not quite fathoming Eric Ramsey's strategy here. First touch of the ball in a West Brom shirt for Max O'Leary. Looks like this goal kick's going long, even though they're set for the short one. O'Leary punts it down the ground. Price trying to get away down the right. Elder sweeps that out. Is that going to be another corner? No, gone for a throw-in this time. Or maybe it has gone for a corner. So a couple of set plays early in the game. For West Brom. Going to get first contact on this one. Derby are good on crosses and set plays, etc. themselves. And it comes again from Styles. Good punch. Zetterstrom. And a complete air shot there from Carlin Grant, who is one you would have wanted that to fall to. And Grant has been penalised for stopping the counter-attack and is going to be the first player tonight to go into the book. Not his finest hour, that one. Grant with an air shot from the corner. He apologises to Bobby Clark. Chases back, fouls him, stops the counter-attack, and then gets booked. Ash, we'll take that. Nice early yellow. Well, I mean, to be fair, I was going to say gives the ref a rod for his own back, but what's the ref supposed to do? Pull someone back on the counter-attack after 4 minutes or 84 minutes? It's a yellow card, isn't it? What are you going to do, hey? But Travis, Ozo, Ward. Yeah, strangely, Derby have had most of the ball in this game, but West Brom have had two set plays and the kind of, you know, attacking feel has been their way, hasn't it? Like a foul there on Brewster, not given. The next one does get given. Yeah, it looks like Isaac Price is playing right wing back. With Johnston ahead of him. Malumbi and Diakite in central midfielder. Carlin Grant may have had the worst 5 minutes I've ever seen anybody have. He's now injured, bless him. Air shot at goal. Foul, yellow card, injury. I say 5 minutes, all in the space of about 2 minutes, isn't it? Someone asked me about Mehmeti. Someone's asking down here as well. I can't quite read the name. X-Din or something. Someone asked up there. Mehmeti into Ipswich. We talked about that in the last transfer update video. We're just waiting for Carl and Grant injury hold here. It's a deal that makes sense, isn't it, given the contract expiring? And it's one of those where if Ipswich get promoted... I'm sure Mehmeti gets a nice payment on the back end, doesn't he? And would he be used massively in the Premier League? Who knows? But if they don't get promoted, they've got a player who works well in the Championship. So it's a kind of no-brainer. You're almost, given the chasms in cash, you're almost paying this expensive loan, isn't it? If you believe it's that way around. And then... yeah, if you need him in the Championship next season, he's a perfectly decent player if you can't keep hold of, Philogene. You're not going to keep Philogene if you don't get promoted, are you? And Bannon, yeah, that's going to be a fascinating one if he goes off with Alex Neil to Millwall. Carl and Grant's done. Eric Ramsey can't catch a break. Ben, didn't he get the injury during the foul that incurred the yellow? If he did... that was one of, bless him, that was one of the most hapless bits of play. You'll see. Illing's going to come in. Going to play down the left-hand side, I guess. And Grant out of the game in 5 minutes. Not great. Evening to everybody in the chat. Thank you for your wonderful support. Chip. Wrexham have just bid 149 gazillion for a 14-year-old Venezuelan. Sarcasm is alive and well. In comes the set play. All headed down. Is it going to break? Ozo. Langas was there. They won the first contact from the free kick. Couldn't quite break for Ozo. I think West Brom a bit discombobulated with Grant, sitting down injured for a few minutes and then leaving the pitch. Goal kick goes long. It's actually broken. They've got Johnston away on the right. Oh, Johnston, great cross. Oh, chance, edge of the box there. Didn't get hold of it at all. Jay Malumbi. I know he's not playing. That's where you'd want Alex Mowat on his left foot. Would have drilled that, wouldn't he? It's really good from Johnston. I think everyone's expecting that cross to go towards the 6-yard box for Hegebo. Cuts it back. The last line has all retreated towards the goal. Opens up for Malumbi. Best chance of the game, scuffed down to the keeper's right. And we're still fairly evenly balanced, despite whatever it was, like 73% or something of voters in the pre-match poll thinking this was going to be a home win to Derby. Plenty of time for that still to happen. However, West Brom not disgracing themselves so far. But do remember the fragility in that home game against Norwich in midweek. It was a collapse, wasn't it? In the second half, where one goal turned into another 2 or 3 very, very quickly. 10 gone. 0-0. Not much in it. Have West Brom shaded it? I don't know. Maybe with the 2 set plays as well. As I say, coin flip. Neil, are they going to extend the Championship playoffs at some point? Looks like it, yeah, in a couple of years' time. I think we get 2 extra teams in it who will have to play 2 extra games, I believe, to qualify. I can't remember the exact... I did a video on it, actually. I can't remember the exact proposal. Call me an old stickler. I wouldn't change it, but hey, I get why they'd want to do it. Huh. The oil man. Ben, who are your top two this season if you had to put your mortgage on it? Crikey. That would not be a comfortable thing to put my mortgage on. I might answer in a week or two. Stadium's empty because they're all on the watch along. You love to see it. You love the playoffs. So do you, Neil. The playoffs are genius. Unless your team's in them. In which case they suck. And they're ruthless. And they're brutal. As a spectacle, though, they are incredible. To be fair, it's only ever fans of teams who have qualified in third or fourth and lose that moan about the playoffs. Which just stinks of being a bad loser, doesn't it, hey? Brutal they are, for sure. O'Leary goes long, new West Brom keeper. I think he only signed for 6 months, is that right? Max O'Leary, he played, speaking of the playoffs, he played like every minute. He played loads for Bristol City right through to their playoff run. Did he play every minute? There's a couple in that West Brom, a couple in that Bristol City team who went right through, didn't they? Knight, Viner, O'Leary. They all played 46, 47, 48 games, didn't they? Travis. It's turned over back to West Brom. Hegebo. Oh, Hegebo around the corner. Illing into the box. Oh, dear. Completely swipes to that. To be fair, the ball's bouncing at him. And he shanks it wide. They're definitely creating more here. Lee, huge thank you. Super chat. Legend Lee, thanks so much. Evening all, play up Sky Blues. We're not going to play up tonight. You've got to wait till Monday. Coventry fans, they head off to Norwich. Thank you so much, Lee. We are 3 for 5 on the Super Chats. The playoff system in the National League is better than the EFL. Is it? You have to give me an argument to say that is. Why that is. Old opinion, I guess. Nothing wrong with the EFL playoff system, in my humble opinion. They changed the one really daft thing where the away goals rule actually penalised the teams that finished higher up in the table. Bounce wasn't that bad. Just sums up Baggies' form. Maybe. Aviation Bird. Opinions on Swansea at the moment. Like it. Yeah, good managerial change. Very, very good at home. Vipotnik, white hot. Yeah, love it. Nice to see a manager come in and make a difference, eh? Ward. Diaz. Ozo. Clark. Back to Ozo. Elder goes down the line. We need to say thank you to the wonderful, angelic Kelly. All the transfer rumours are doing me in, Ben. Yeah, but your team's about to spend a boatload of cash, Kelly. Enjoy it. Enjoy the resources, my dear. Looks like Wrexham are going to go big. As a Borough fan, I hate the playoffs. We haven't even scored a goal in our last play. You see, this is the thing. You don't hate the playoffs. You just hate that your team sucks in them. CG85. I get it. Long throwing goes in from Derby. Goes to Ozo on the edge of the box. 15 gone. Ward. Travis pops it in back stick. Big header cleared by Phillips. West Brom clear their lines. And here comes a West Brom counter. Malumbi, nice carry there. Takes it into Hegebo, gets it back. Illing down the left-hand side. Diakite. Derby back in shape. West Brom heading backwards. Free or bad company? Interesting. Bad company, probably. I saw Queen with Paul Rogers, actually. It's a pretty good show, actually. Obviously, Adam Lambert has taken it to a bit of a higher level there, but... what are you going to do? Restart. Free kick. West Brom. They're going to pop it in the box, actually. Isaac Price is going to load this one in. Robert, please can we lower the 4 relegation places down? Now that's one, that is daft, isn't it? But that's clearly the EFL just trying to protect and only then relegate 2 from League 2, isn't it? It should be 3 in all divisions, in my humble opinion. Uniformity, please. Free kick goes in. Campbell's chasing after it. Elder knocks it out. Another attacking corner for West Brom. What is that? 3? Mikey Johnston's first go. This one's over the other side now. Can swing this one over with his right foot for the Baggies. Bielik's in there. Campbell, Phillips, some big lads. In comes the corner. Oh, headed goal. That should have been 1-0. Oh, George Campbell wins the header. He's kind of moving back away from the goal. Should score there, shouldn't he? Yeah, he should. And there's no one on the post. Ward steps out when the corner goes to the back stick. Oh, and what makes that look less bad a miss is that it's actually a West Brom shirt going in on the goal line, but he'd have just stepped out the way if that was heading in. First signs of West Brom being good at set plays. That should have been 1-0. Dano, think West Brom get out of this mess? Yes, I do. But yeah, I think we need to see something today to say that they're going to be competitive soon. Else we could get big, big trouble. Kelly saw Queen with Freddie Mercury. Wow. Love that. Remember Paul Rogers playing in midfield for Sheffield United? Oh, that's tremendous. Baggies would take a draw today. You bet they would. Just get some points, man. Connor, do I think West Brom will get relegated? I don't. But I didn't think Luton would go down last season. So, you know, teams you think would be too powerful sometimes go down. They sometimes mess it right up. Hegebo. Slid down the line. Is he offside there? It's Johnston. Styles. Good defensive shape from Derby. In other news, water is wet. Foul there on Malumbi. It's going to be a restart for West Brom. West Brom are the better side here, aren't they? I mean, they're hardly the second coming of Pep's Barcelona in 2008 or 9 or whenever it was. But they're doing okay today. The issue is just the fragility, isn't it? If they do concede a goal, how will they react? Thank you for your support, guys. If you can all hit the thumbs up button, that would be tremendous. And we are 4 super chats out of 5. If one more person super chats, I will shut up about super chats because you'll see confetti on your YouTube screen. And we'll have 5 out of 5. Another foul on Malumbi. He's been fouled about 4 times, hasn't he, already? Bless him. Diaz this time, giving him a whack. Malumbi pointing out exactly the same thing there. Yeah, Diaz just jumped into him, didn't he? He knew what he was doing. Left one on him. Right, another set play, which I was going to say is going in the box, but looking at the high line Derby are holding, it's probably going to the edge of the box. Else they're going to be offside. And it's going in diagonally. Right-footed. It's a hopeless free kick, that. Easy one for Derby to clear. Derby had a counter-attack chance there. Couldn't fashion the ball. And West Brom have it back. Malumbi is actually the last man. Knocks it back. The Diaz pause. I don't know if I've got the energy. Do you know, I was on a train the other day and I swear I saw, I don't think it was, if Ben Brereton Diaz was on a train from Manchester to London Euston last Monday, let me know. It looked just a bit too young for him. Looked like a guy in his early 20s. Looked really like him. And he was tall and big as well, so... Just didn't think it was him. Just thought it was a doppelganger. Leo Cienza. Saints to beat Pompey. The real Leo Cienza. Please stand up. Scorer of a deflected goal in midweek to win a game for Southampton. Against Sheffield United. Still West Brom on top in this one. We're midway through the first half. Nat Phillips on the ball. Worked out wide to Price. I think Eric Ramsey's going to play the whole West Brom squad at right wing back until he finds someone decent there. Price is doing it today. Big diag. It's going to be easily dealt with by Ward. Heads it home to Zetterstrom. Poke Plus. Love your content. You'll get that pesky Sam in the predictions soon. We're getting there, aren't we? I'm not counting my chickens, but I'll do well to mess this up now. Got a Coventry-esque lead in the predictions over Parkin. But he does go on runs sometimes. I'm like 16-8 up, so I really do well to mess it up. But, hey. I mean, the bloke knows more about football than I do. But it's predictions, isn't it? So what are you going to do? Jib, can't wait to batter Charlton tomorrow. Well, we'll be on the watch along for Millwall versus Charlton to see if that does indeed happen. Connor, Baggies are surprisingly doing well. Yeah? Just be warned. Be warned, teams that are out of form have a habit of doing all right in games, and then the first bit of resilience that's required, they concede a goal and they go under. Get that target hit, Dave, you bloody legend. Thank you so much. You should be seeing confetti over on YouTube now. We have 5 super chats, ladies and gentlemen. So, stop with the super chats now. We don't need any more super chats. We'll do another target on probably Monday night if we do Norwich and Coventry. But really, thank you everyone for your huge support. As you know, I've just paid my tax bill. And the struggle is real. Streams will always be free, but if you can support, obviously that's the way new media works. You kind of pay for it directly or you consume it for free, whatever's easiest for you. But if you can support financially, then We're all good. Travis, Ozo, Elder, Ozo. I think both sides would quite like the other to just put their foot on the gas so they can counter-attack off them. It's a bit of a Mexican standoff, this game, in this state. Ozo is probably going to take a set play for someone to take the lead, or someone will lead themselves up the pitch, but neither team are risking massively many men forward. Styles wins a set play there in the middle. Tax. What is this you talk of? Don't. And do you know the worst thing about the HMRC? They always jump to the front of the queue, don't they? You want this, that, the other, you owe this and that, and then here come the government and say, well, we'll have your money first. Another free kick going in long, drilled in from West Brom. And again, poor delivery. Campbell was the target once more. It was just a bit too flat driven in, wasn't it? Tax bill. Tell that to our previous owner, right, yeah. I may have many idols in my business pursuits, but Mr. Chansiri is not one of them. Have we had another super chat? Goodness me. Had to donate a super chat only because Ben said not to. Christ. Thank you, Zinj. €2 on the super chat. Thank you very, very much. We have hit the super chat target. Ross had to switch the match off. It's shocking. Up the Argyle. It's not been the most entertaining one so far, has it? But thank you, Zinj, for your super chat. We have hit the target. You do not need to super chat. Anybody watching, come and see me on Monday and do a super chat if you really, really want to. Another set play for West Brom. This is a very bitty attritional game, isn't it? Mikey Johnson's going to stick the free kick in the box. Definitely feels like under 1.5 goals, doesn't it? Since Pompey West Brom was 0-0, every watch-along has had 2 or more goals. So, why have you said that tonight, hey? So we could have our first 0-0 for 2 months by the sound of it. How many watch-alongs is that, Jay? Count them up. Click on my channel and go to live. You'll see tons of watch-alongs. But we've been quite lucky for goals, haven't we? Hegabo. Johnston to Price. Bielik. It's broken to Illing. Langas gets in the way and Ward knocks it home. Ozo wins it. Langas. I don't know. Are Derby just slightly less effective than when they played the 3 at the back system? Always got a lot out of the wing backs when they did. Elder and Ward. Perhaps they're a little bit further back in the back 4 tonight. I don't know. You tell me. Half hour gone. Riveting stuff here on the Friday night football. Derby 0, West Brom 0. Clark trying to get away from Campbell. Diaz goal kick. They've really created very little. Derby, where's my stats? Yeah, Derby, 0 shots on goal, 0 XG, off 57% of the ball. West Brom have had 4 shots, but only 1 on target for 0.11 XG. So what we can conclude by that is there has been very little goalmouth action in this game. As Jay tells us, it's been 20 games on the watch long. We've had a good run, guys, haven't we? 20 games since the 0-0 on this channel. How about that? And we must say thank you to Sky Sports because, as I'm always at pains to point out, we don't choose the games. We go for the main broadcast TV game, which people really struggle with, don't they? We just follow the main game. We're going to get a drinks break here. Christian Bielik is down injured. He's holding his shoulder. Of course, a former Derby County player who's had very bad injury problems. Derby once spent a lot of money on Christian Bielik, didn't they? Oh, I hope he hasn't dislocated that shoulder. I'll take the camera off. I hope they're not going to pop it back in, are they? If they are, we don't need to see a tight close-up of that. Cara. Always an acquired sense of humour there. Duncan Watmore to Barca on a free. And £3 on the super chat. Thank you so much, Cara. Duncan Watmore. Everybody. Following in the footsteps of Cruyff and Ronaldo El Fenomeno and Messi. Ward. Diaz. Goes loose. Styles whacks his foot through it. Clears his lines. Langas. Travis. Derby finally sort of moved the game into the West Brom half. West Brom have edged this, haven't they? Although, as the stats were telling us, it's been a fairly nondescript encounter thus far. Aguimang, God, is that the first time we mentioned him? First time in a while, anyway. Ozo. Hegerbo's in battling. Aguimang wins it back. Crikey, guys. Ball just turns over about 5 times in the space of 10 seconds. And again, and again. Crap! Come on! Someone put your foot on the ball. Right, there we go. Styles. Some non-league action there for about 30 seconds. Hang your heads in shame, Derby and West Brom players. Phillips at the back for West Brom. Diakite, Price, Hegerbo. That's better football, isn't it? Johnston. They're neat and tidy, West Brom. But playing through the lines is eluding them now. Although they have now worked it wide right. That was nice. Price sticks the cross in low. Hegerbo. Oh, could he have thrown himself at that? The cross goes through to Zetterstrom. I wonder, am I being unfair here? Just slide in for this one? Apart from Grant's mad 30 seconds, nothing has happened at all. I'm trying to argue with that, CG85. And I got nothing. Nothing for you, mate. 0-0. Jamie, love your content from a Blues fan. Thanks, mate. Who have Blues got tomorrow? I can't remember. Stoke, is it? Brewster. Ozo. But Zetterstrom goes long. Oh, this game's not very good, guys. It goes out to Brewster and he can't keep it in play. And we are getting a lot of unforced errors now. Reckon we need to get Ben on wrestling commentary. By God! He broke him in half. Jim Ross, he was my guy. In the 90s. Although actually, Vince McMahon was really good when he was actually the commentator. He used to just shout a lot like that and never change his voice. What a maneuver! It was good fun. Brewster has been whistled and is in a grump about it. It's going to be a restart. For West Brom. Free kick goes into the box. Zetterstrom grabs it. Who was my favourite wrestler back in the day? God. It's too obvious to say Stone Cold Steve Austin, but it was, wasn't it? Because he was everybody's. What do I think about Blues recruitment this window, Kai? Oh, ball into the channel. Aguiman gets in behind. O'Leary out and blocks it. I think the offside flag's gone up. As for Blues recruitment, as the question went. Or did he whistle for a push? Oh, it was a push, not an offside. Oh, no. Well, the flag didn't go up. Maybe the ref whistled. Yeah, sorry. Blues recruitment, very ambitious. Gone a bit exotic this time, haven't they? What have we done? Brighton winger, Colombian central midfielder, Danish striker playing in Sweden. All sounds like good fun to me. Yellow card is going to come out now. Hegabo jumped in to Danny Bart. Left arm's out. He doesn't swing it, but I think the yellow card came out, didn't it? Endangering the opponent. Hegabo in the book. $40 gone. Reese. Loser to Ipswich. Yes, please. Unlikely, but yes, please. Aguiman. Oh, is he getting to the box? Diakite's done well to nudge him off the ball there. Fairly. Brewster keeps that in. Clark can't recycle. Campbell just hoofs it forward. And Ozo is fouled in central midfield. Taking a restart fairly quickly there, Derby. Diaz. Langas. Ozo. Yeah, Derby still 0 shots, Sky are telling us. Travis. Ward. Diaz. Tries to get down the line. Blocked out. Throw in for Derby. At Kevin Ellis. Is that the Kevin Ellis? Can't be. Do you think we'll see a striker over the line at Ipswich before February the 2nd? Do you know what? I do. I do. But it might mean someone has to go out the door first, if you know what I mean. Long throw in, goes in, breaks to Brewster. Brewster heads it back. Clark. Cross comes in. Langas was there, but Campbell heads it. Oh, Hegebo didn't know where that was going. Got a bit lucky there. Johnston hooks it clear. Left-footed. And West Brom, not massively convincingly, clear their lines. Ozo. Aguimang. Where's my drink? Aguimang over on the left-hand side. I'm sure if you're a Derby fan, you'd rather he was in the box and someone else was going down the left-hand side. Jay, off to the night shift. Good luck, mate. Enjoy if you can. If not, do a good job, get paid and come home and then enjoy. Christian Bielik still holding his shoulder there. Bit of a worrier. Right, free kick is coming in from the left-hand side. Callum Elder is going to whip this over with the left foot. Famous last words here. Derby have had no shots on goal this half. Let's see what happens here. Elder whips it in. Oh, O'Leary's dropped it. And the inevitable has, of course, happened. And I set it up beautifully, even if I do say so myself. Aguimang has forced it over the line. And does that not just sum up everything bad that's going on at West Brom? The keeper, on his debut, drops one. They've conceded no shots in the game. First shot before half-time. Aguimang scores. Derby 1. West Brom 0. Absolutely hapless from West Brom. And are they going to collapse again? You have to feel a bit sorry for Eric Ramsey, because it's not his fault that the keeper has just dropped an absolute testicle there. Oh, it's horrendous. No one challenging him. O'Leary just kind of jumps under the ball and he's falling instead of, at the peak of his jump when he catches it. And he just drops the ball. And if you're going to drop it, don't drop it to the opponent's top striker, who side foots it into the net. Derby 1, West Brom 0. Wow. Wind that back and hear me say as the free kick goes in, Derby haven't had a shot on goal yet. We all knew what was coming. Richard, how long before we start talking about a three-manager West Brom season? Well, it's already started happening on this channel, so I think we might jump the shark on that one. How much stoppage time is there? We're into stoppage time. Aguimang's running into the box. Yeah, no 0-0 watch along again. Oh, ye of little faith. What is that, 21 in a row now, you lot? We're on a roll. An absolute roll. That is rough, Kelly. You're telling me. But seriously, how can you blame the manager for that? I know the manager ultimately takes the fall for everything, but West Brom have been edging this half. They haven't conceded any shots, until the keeper literally drops the ball on his goal line. A goal that encapsulates, easy for me to say, the first half. Yes, agreed. Who's that down there? Barry. That happens when you're in West Bromwich. Of course it does, yeah. You make one mistake and you're losing. But it's do they collapse now is the issue. How bad is the confidence? How fragile are West Brom? They don't deserve to be a goal down. But the keeper's got to catch crosses. And I feel sorry for O'Leary because it's his debut. And Ramsey, that's kind of his big change he's made today. But for fear of sounding like Roy Keane, it's his job to catch that, isn't it? And he's dropped it. And he's cost his team a goal there. But that's the gig when you're playing goal, isn't it? Joe, legend. I'm good, mate. Thank you. Sorry, there was 3 minutes stoppage time. And we've played 2 minutes and 12 seconds of them. Booted up in the air. Campbell heads away. Malumbi, does he control it? I'll tell you what, he's done well to get his body in the way there. Draws the foul off Clark. Funnily enough, O'Leary almost signed for us here. Well, O'Leary was being pushed about the division. I think Millwall were looking as well, weren't they? Championship ready goalkeeper available in January and obviously on a good deal, given the contract expiring. Set play goes in long. Brewster deals with that and hoiks it into the opposition's half. It is half time and West Brom, you are a tough watch at the moment. You really, really are. And it's just an uncomfortable watch for West Brom at the moment. They are just finding ways, aren't they, to lose games. And they haven't played badly in this game. They really haven't. And it's just that inevitability about the fact that they hadn't conceded a shot on target. And you kind of knew first shot on target they concede, it's going in the goal, isn't it? And if that one had just flown in the corner or whatever, you can take it. But when the keeper just drops a set play and Agyemang then kind of just bimbles it over the line, it's a really hard one to take for the West Brom fans who are just going to be like, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. But it's such an important position, such a misunderstood position, such an undervalued position in goal. And I think most of us with our keepers you just want to kind of not notice them. You don't mind if someone flies one in the corner, posting in or whatever, keeper's not going to save it, are they? You just want the keeper to save the shots they should save, have a good crack at the really difficult ones, and not make any absolute gaffes on really, really simple stuff. And I mean, maybe that's the number one thing. Just, be seen and not heard, or heard and not seen, or whatever. And yeah, it was, let's be honest, it was a pretty rubbish game through the middle period of the first half. We were seeing it kind of settle, and West Brom were on top really just, weren't they? I know set plays and a lot of the restarts kind of went forward long, didn't they? But if you're West Brom and your manager just needs a point to get things up and running, then that's fine. I think Derby looked better when I've seen them with the three at the back, and Elder and Ward can get a bit further forward. I think that's been a bit of a struggle for Derby, but it's Eustace, man. They're going to stay in the game, aren't they? And that they did. And then they get a set play. And, you know, I said in this game, it's going to be under 1.5. And probably the way you're going to score is a set play. But it's not really a set play. It's just a big mistake, isn't it? I don't want to dig out players, but O'Leary's completely responsible for that goal, isn't he? Sometimes when the keeper goes up and someone jumps with him and they drop it, you're like, you know. But when he's completely unchallenged. Oh, there you go. Debate is live and well. Wrong. We're much better with 4 at the back, but with Ward pushing up. If you could be a bit more polite there, Ross. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to yours. Neither is right or wrong. They are merely opinions. So, yeah, wind your neck in, lad, with the wrong business. But that's my humble opinion that Derby, who didn't have a shot on goal when I watched them with a back 4 and were 2-0 up when we did their game against Blackburn at half-time, with a back 3, with the wing-back getting 2 assists, were better with a back 3. But it's just my opinion, and you're entitled to yours and I'm entitled to mine. So what does that do with the live league tables? Derby will go up to 6th as things stand. And remember, they are on for the perfect 9-point week. And they've won away twice as well. So it'd be a hell of a week for Derby if they can get this done. Of course, they'll be prone to overtake from Preston, Watford, Stoke with the goal difference, and Wrexham with the goal difference as well as we go through the weekend. Right. I am going to bid farewell. If you're watching on TikTok, we'll stop the stream now. And then we will restart the stream in 5 minutes' time because I'm just going to take a quick break. So goodbye to the wonderful people on TikTok. And please come back. And for the wonderful people on YouTube, you're going to see the halftime. I haven't turned the clock off. There we go. Let's do that. You're going to see the halftime stinger. And then we will be back in about 5 minutes. Go and grab yourself a drink. Get your questions in. And we will see you in 5 minutes' time. It's Derby 1, West Brom 0. Welcome back, everybody. Half time here. Welcome back on TikTok. We just restarted the stream down there as well. It is Derby 1, West Brom 0 at half time. West Brom finding new ways to be hapless, having played quite well actually in the first half, or been the better side in a game that wasn't very high on quality. Massive mistake from Max O'Leary, the new keeper there, drops one right on top of Patrick Agyemang, who just bimbles it into the back of the net. And Derby are going into the top 6 as things stand. At the start of this championship weekend, it is round 29. It's the end of a 3-game week. Tomorrow in the earlies, we have Middlesbrough and Preston. And it's Millwall versus Charlton. That will be our watch-along. Come and join us at 12:15 tomorrow for that one. Then in the 3 p.m, it's Birmingham Stoke, Blackburn v Watford, Bristol City Sheffield Wednesday, Hull v Swansea, Leicester Oxford, QPR Wrexham, Sheffield United versus Ipswich Town. And then on Sunday, hopefully we're going to do this one, but see what the family situation is and where I'm required on Sunday. But hopefully we'll do Pompey and Southampton. And then on Monday, Norwich versus Coventry. I promise we'll definitely do that one. Tumanulzitz, hey, can I guess, gives a quick rundown of what happened in the game. Not a lot, big mistake. Derby leading 1-0 at half-time is what happened in the first half. We can summarise it. But thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for your wonderful support as well in the first half. How are we doing for likes, guys? Someone let me know. But we're doing really well for Super Chats. We hit our target nice and early. Thank you to Ben, Liam, Lee, Kelly, Dave, Zinj, and Cara. We only needed 5. We got 7. Happy days. Ethan, who's been the stronger team? I think West Brom were the better side in that half, but you can't have your keeper drop the ball on the toes of the star striker, can you? Bad mistake at half time. 108 likes, happy days. That's that done as well. This is tremendous. We don't even need to do a like spike. Get your questions in. We'll talk about bits and bobs at half time. Going into tomorrow, we can get back into the promotion race as well. Middlesbrough can lay the gauntlet down. Throw down the gauntlet on Coventry and Ipswich. Ipswich has got to go away. And so have Coventry for the first time this week. Borough have been away twice and won away twice. They face Preston, then Ipswich have to go to a fellow parachute team, albeit a year 2 parachute team in Sheffield United. And Coventry have to go to Inform Norwich on Monday night. Right, someone just asked me, Ian, let me get that one up on the screen. We have been asked a lot about Anis Mehmeti. There we go. Where's that message? There we go. Ian. And Barry Bannon. Bannon would be a big one. That'd be the real end of an era at Sheffield Wednesday. He's been there forever, hasn't he? How long's Bannon been there? Surely over 10 years, mustn't it? Hundreds of appearances. He's been to the playoff final with them, down to League One, to a playoff final in League One, back into the Championship. Great escape under Danny Roll. Through the administration, but he's not going to last the season there by the look of it, and he's off to Millwall, maybe to see if he can get another go at the playoffs there with Alex Neil and with the Lions. So, look, a lot of people have walked out, essentially, of Sheffield Wednesday this season. You wouldn't blame him, would you? You wouldn't blame him, but he's been such a great servant for Sheffield Wednesday. Mehmeti, we talked about, I don't know, when was it? About 18 minutes through the first half, so spool back and watch that. And I'll talk about that on Blue Monday on Sunday night as well, assuming he'll be involved if they've done the announcement today. I assume he's registered for the weekend. If not, why wouldn't you wait? Right, second half. JW, we've got Bannon full-time tomorrow. Gonna hit hard. Yeah, last game for Bannon apparently tomorrow. Right, where am I going? I've got to set the clock up. I've got to reset the teams. And then we've got to watch this second half, haven't we? It's Derby 1, West Brom 0. Agyemang off O'Leary's big mistake in goal. The debutant goalkeeper from West Brom. Ward clears his lines there. Didn't want to pass that back to the keeper. Price drills that in low. Travis, right place, right time. Gets rid of it. Fed across the box, and Ward is going to be able to clear his lines. CCFC Baz, do you reckon Cov will finish first or second? Yes, they will finish first or second. Here is Agyemang charging forward to the edge of the box. Goes loose. No foul given. Dikite dealing with it. Everyone ended up on the deck there. August 2015. Bannon has been there since. Where was he before? Palace? Villa? Can't remember which one he came from. Oh, Johnston gets down the right-hand side, wants to cross in towards Hegerbo at the back stick. Wasn't a million miles away from landing that right on his head. Just floats it in. Langas standing with the offside arm up. Nothing doing. Big header from Bielik there. He had trouble with his shoulder in the first half. Hopefully he is better. Cheers, everybody, by the way. Thank you for joining me tonight and through the week, and hopefully through the run-in now. Been live, obviously, a few times this week. Really appreciate all of the support. Going to be back here as well tomorrow lunchtime for Millwall versus Charlton. Diaz. But where did Curtis Nelson go? He just got back, didn't he? Derby centre back, and I think he's gone out. Has he gone out to League One somewhere? Can't remember. Oh, has he even gone all the way down to MK? Is that right? Ewan, thoughts on Huddersfield's big game? Hope Liam Manning is the one. Yeah. Two things there about Huddersfield. Huddersfield have to now stick with a manager, and Liam Manning now has to stick with a club. I want to still see them together in 3 years' time. Else the cycle will continue for both. If the changes continue for both. Stiles wins that one in the air over on the left wing. And the game state changes greatly now, doesn't it? Because this cat and mouse business that we had in the first half, where both teams kind of set off each other and neither one risked anything. Well, West Brom, of course, cannot do that now, can they? They absolutely cannot do that because they're leaving with 0 points, and it will be a 0-point 3-game week to start Eric Ramsey's run as West Brom manager. So they've got to be a bit more aggressive, and you can see Derby have a kind of confidence about them that they can sit and go, nah, what you got? Because at the moment we're a goal up and you need to score. Is that an espresso or a tiny Guinness? It was decaf. I promise it was decaf. Not a tiny Guinness. There is Carlton Morris, who Derby will want to get back on the pitch. Talismanic striker, ASAP. Set play here for West Brom. Josh, I am Leeds fan. Think we stay up? Yeah, I do actually. Maybe a shootout between Leeds and West Ham for survival. How about that? Check out 3 at the back with me, Matt SB, and Connor McGilligan. Oh, shot driven in from distance down the throat of Zetterstrom. Callum Stiles hit it with his left foot. Malumbi wins it back. Maybe that can be a catalyst. West Brom to have a bit of a move now in this second half. Fed into the front looking for Illing. Remember, there is a fair bit on the bench for West Brom, isn't there? Was Madja and DK both on there? Let me check. Yeah, Baggies bench. Loads on the bench. Gilchrist, Taylor, Mepham, Mowat, DK, Wallace, Madja. And he's got 2 windows left, hasn't he? Sub in the first half when Carl and Grant went out early in the game. Injured. Ewan, usually watch on YouTube, just found the TikTok. Thank you, matey. We're trying to be across all platforms here. As you have to be. In this modern world that's leaving me behind as we go. Father and son wildlife something. I can't see the whole name. Hello, fellow Ben. Big fan of your channel. Thank you very, very much. Very kind. Yellow card out. Jay Malumbi with the most nailed on yellow card of the century there. 2 hands on the shirt there. You will not pass. Matty the Redeemer. Do you think Borough will win tomorrow? Yes, I do. What did I predict? 3-1. And Parkin had 2-1 as well. We both, in the predictions, backed Middlesbrough. That's the good news. The bad news is we're wrong sometimes. Spoiler alert. Everybody who does predictions is wrong. Because if they're not, they should be a billionaire or banned from every betting website in the world. Ward crosses in. Cleared away. How do I think Hull will do? I had Hull winning. Sam had Hull drawing. Travis. I love January, where fans say, he's not going anywhere a lot. Which, if you translate, means I really don't want us to sell him, but I don't have a clue whether he's going anywhere or not. But I get it. We're emotionally attached to our clubs and our players. But I hate to say it, the club, the institution, and us fans will be there a lot longer than all the players will. Styles. Diakite, Malumbi, who's just gone in the book. Hegabo seems a bit isolated up top. He just made 2 runs. They've knocked it forward this time and it's easy for Ward. Frustrating game for the striker. Dan Neal hasn't travelled with Sunderland. Where do you think he lands? Well, Middlesbrough don't need him. But most of the other... Oh, cross-driven into the back post. Arrives at Price, who drills it first time over the crossbar. Yeah, if you're talking about the automatic promotion race, both Ipswich and Coventry could use Dan Neil in the building, couldn't they? Even if he's not a permanent starter. Whereas Middlesbrough, you'd think with Morris and Hackney, he wouldn't actually get in the team, would he? Excuse me. 56 gone. Derby 1, West Brom 0. And as I said, Eric Ramsey does have plenty on the bench. Oh, the day ends in Y. I've been asked about my hair. What shampoo do you use? Your hair looks fresher than the council estate woman. I had my hair cut today. So I don't even know what shampoo's in it. Do you think Dan Neil is a player that could play in the Premier League for Coventry Town? They Ben. I'm not even going to answer that question, Ian, because it's irrelevant, isn't it? There's a chasm between the Premier League and the Championship, and let's be honest, a team that would do well in the Premier League would probably score 110 points in the Championship. So I never really go with the discussions about, but what would they do in the Premier League? The analogy I always use is it's a bit like saying to a, 6-year-old who does well at their 5 times tables, saying to them, but could you do GCSE maths? It's like, well, no, I'm 6 and I'm doing my 5 times tables. It's a big jump to GCSE maths. If we had the system right, then it wasn't a massive jump, then we could discuss it. But no, don't think it has relevance. Game's not holding my attention. Let's talk about Ben's hair. People think I talk about my hair a lot. I get asked about my hair a lot. Nice lady called Raj cut it today. And I didn't touch it, I promise. Malumbi draws another foul. Malumbi has been fouled so many times in this game. Yellow card now for Lewis Travis. Getting a little bit fractious in midfield there. Diakite and Clark having a long sledging match. I'm not sure everybody loves my hair, Kelly. I think a lot of football fans are frankly confused by it, but there you go. My hair's longer than Ben's. Go on, Richard. Proper haircut. What I try and do is distract people with loud clothes as well. And then I think they just get a sensory overload just from the whole thing. But hey, I'm a creative guy. If you can't make a statement with your appearance, what can you do, hey? Are they still arguing? Diakite and Langas have been brought forward. Refs having to sort out some... the only word I could think of rhymes with duckery between the players there. Don't want to swear. Set play's cleared out. Cross goes back in near post. Or is it going to break for Diakite? No. It is now down the left. He's getting very physical. Did he kick out there? Travis wins the foul. keep your eye on those two. In the next 5 minutes, someone's going to leave one on somebody in there. Look out, Diakite, Travis, Clark. Do I think Ramsey will last the season? Well, I hope he does, Lionheart. But if this goes really badly south, then West Brom could panic and think the only thing they can do for survival is change again. Speaking of panic, I'm not sure this is panic, but it's a treble substitution. Tuckery. Right, who's come in? Wallace, Madger, DK in for Johnston, Hegebo and Styles. Wallace, Madger and DK in for Johnston, Hegebo and Styles. So look. It's two strikers come in. Ian, here you respond to Dan Neil. So essentially, it seems it's not possible to recruit. I think you're right there. I think you have to buy your Premier League squad. Look exactly what Sunderland have done. Forest did it as well. I think this is the thing when people ask me about how will X team do if they go up. How the hell do I know? They're probably going to have 8 different players, aren't they? Because our system's so stupid and they have to gamble everything. And your team in the Championship is very unlikely to work in the Premier League. Recent survivors have had to change style quite quickly. Your hair is as magnificent. Parkin's retro tracksuit was good, wasn't it? That was a good effort. What's the score, Benjamin? 1-0 to Derby. Does that mean I'm not talking about the game enough? Yeah, Liam's right. West Brom are on for a club record 11th straight away league defeat. Clark, heavy touch. Aggieman slides in on Price. Doesn't get there, though. Campbell knocks it into the ref. I think we might be going to the bench as well. And it's going to be a treble from Derby also. Keep me on my toes. Just the 6 changes to talk about. Come on, Derby, says Amos on TikTok. Clark's gone out. Ozo is going out. And so is Brewster. Blackett, Taylor, Thompson and Fraulo coming in. I have never seen Fraulo play. New signing. Coming in this January. Wearing 29 and playing in midfield. So 6 changes from the 2 managers this half. Wallace, Madger and DK coming in for West Brom. Fraulo, Blackett, Taylor and Thompson coming in for Derby. Here come West Brom. Wallace straight onto it. Oh, it deflects back. It's going to be a chance. Drilled in left-footed by Illing. Oh, he didn't back himself there, did he? Just get that out of your feet and drill it, lad. Just didn't look confident, did he, when he arrived on that? But bit of an impact, bit of a chaos factor added by the subs. Here's Fraulo. Puts across back stick. Not a great ball at all. Blackett Taylor keep that in. Oh, he did well. Wallace nicks it off him. I did a game once. Derby Millwall. Where Millwall absolutely housed it and won 1-0. And Wallace got up the pitch and nicked the goal 10 minutes from time or something. I guess about 2018 sort of time. Sound about right? Classic Championship fare. Gary Rowett would have been involved in one of the dugouts, I'm sure. Travis draws the foul. DK took him down. It's going to be a free kick to Derby, which Ward is going to ping in with the right foot. Gives a signal. In goes the set play. There is no way in the world he was 10 yards away there. Josh Madger. Langas is telling him now. Referee's been decent today, but that's quite poor. He was definitely not 10 yards away, was he? Free kick charge down. Throw in Derby. Ward hurls it in. Players who'd gone up for the set play head back now. Cross goes in. West Brom looking a bit more direct now. Derby clear their lines. And here comes Diaz. Diaz threw into the box and he drags the shot wide. Just a quick counter and a ball over the top. He's well onside, isn't he? It's good from Aguimang. Slips it in behind. Really poor finish by Diaz. Just looked a bit leggy as he ran through there. Such a powerful runner. Maybe he just couldn't sort his feet out. Maybe I'm being a bit unfair there. Illing. Oh, nice twist. Comes away with the ball. Dikite. Price, who looks more central now. Looking for Wallace. Down the right. Which derby am I watching tomorrow? MK. I am watching Millwall and Charlton tomorrow at 12:15 will start. So come and join us. But Elder, Blackett Taylor goes back to the keeper. Zetterstrom. Hits it long. Campbell, who does win a lot in the air, to be fair, heads it out of play. Diaz going to take the throw in. 20 to go. Is it going to be a Eustace special? Who had 1-0 Derby? Go on. Put your hand up. What did I have? I had 2-1 Derby. So I'm getting the right outcome, if not the right score, as things stand. Any West Brom fans will not want that to be the outcome. But they only need a goal, and they'll come away with a point here. They just need something from somewhere, don't they? For goodness sake. West Brom down at the bottom of the table. Up to their necks in trouble, in the words of AC/DC. Norwich are going to struggle to overtake them this weekend because they have to play Coventry. Pompey play Southampton. Blackburn play Watford. So you never know. Maybe the fixtures could work out all right for West Brom, even if they do lose. Maybe nobody else will win. We shall see. Has been a bit of a rising tide of late at the bottom of the table, especially with Norwich, and some good results for Pompey as well recently. Blackburn trending badly downwards, as are West Brom, and Charlton look rather stuck as well. Stuck on you. I don't know the words though. Guess I'm on my way. Lionel Richie, yeah? Or is it the Commodores? Evidently, I don't know the song or who sings it. Oh, nice switch of play there by Travis. Lovely ball. That Blackett-Taylor's onto it. Can he engage in the box? In he goes. Good defending, isn't it? He was never getting past Bielik there, was he? Great ball by Travis, by the way. You just think here, Blackett-Taylor, right, one touch, go. Get Bielik on his toes. From then on, big centre-back just stood up, blocked him out. But it's a corner to Derby. Although they are properly taking ages to wander over there and take it. Just trying to slow everything down. Everybody does it. Sure, it changes the fans a little bit, doesn't it? But hey, if your team's winning, you take it. Bloody annoying when they're not, isn't it? In comes the corner. Up in the air off Illing, I think, on the near post. Did the keeper get blocked there, O'Leary? I'm not sure he did, but Bielik's gone down. I think we're going to get a whistle. Yeah. Oh, no, he's holding his shoulder again. Injured it in the first half, didn't he? He's wrestling there on the near post with Ben Brereton Diaz. Yeah, and he goes straight and holds his shoulder. He's not fit, is he, Bielik? And again, if he's got a dislocated shoulder, I really don't need to see it popped back in. How many playoff finals have you seen at Wembley? We've got an injury, so I can answer this. How many have I seen? Loads is the answer. I'll probably forget some now. Ipswich Barnsley, back in the day. Yeah, Bielik has definitely dislocated his shoulder here, hasn't he? He looks pretty upset about it as well. Not nice to see. But to answer the question, thoughts with Christian Bielik, who is clearly very hurt and clearly very upset. Fulham Aston Villa I saw. What other playoff finals have I seen? What was that? That was 18-19. Was 19-20 COVID then, was it? I can't remember. I saw Forest and Huddersfield. I saw Sunderland and Wickham. Charlton and... Who did Charlton beat? Sunderland. Sheffield United and Sunderland. There you go. I've seen Sunderland down there 3 times. Sheffield Wednesday and Barnsley I've seen. Carlisle and Stockport. Loads of playoff finals. Can't remember. Too many to remember. Who was it last year? Yeah, Sheffield United. So I only did the one last year. Well, I hope Christian Bielik's okay. He's gone off hurt. Oh, does that mean they're going to be down to 10 men? Have West Brom made all their subs? Oh, so West Brom might be down to 10 men here. Are they the most unlucky team in world football? Am I right about that, guys? Are West Brom down to 10 now because of the injury? How many subs did they make? They've made 4 subs. Oh, no, okay. So they've still got 1 sub window and 1 sub to come in. They've got Charlie Taylor. Oh, they've got Chris Mepham, so they can stick Mepham. So, no, they're not down to 10 at all. In fact, is that Mepham already on the pitch? I am wrong. Mepham into the game. Yes, I did see the wrestling at Wembley. I've also seen AC/DC at Wembley. What other gigs have I seen at Wembley? Too many. Right, restart for Derby. It's going in left-footed. Billy Joel I saw at Wembley. Falls back to Diaz. Diaz onto Travis. Crossing position down the right. Travis sticks it in. All free header across back. He couldn't get enough power on it there, could he? Thompson has recycled it though. Travis. Nice ball inside. Horrible touch by Diaz. And they clear their lines. Help back up the line to Blackett-Taylor. Derby started playing well all of a sudden. Agyemang's offside. Cleverly waves it on though. Cross goes in. Diaz. Oh, didn't think he expected to get it. And then O'Leary palms it at Agyemang, who can't really do anything about it. I don't think Diaz expected the cross. To actually reach him there. And Jed Wallace just shouting at the ref saying, look, Agyemang ran right up to the ball and then stopped. Was he not interfering with play? Illing down the left. Help done. Here's Fraulo now. Nice carry. Onto Ward. Crossing position. Ward. He's normally better with his delivery than that. Over everyone's head. Tried to recycle there. Jed Wallace thought he'd won a throw-in. Or maybe he didn't. Bit of gamesmanship there with the linesman. It's going to be a Derby throw-in. Down the left. And yeah, I think since the two batches of triple substitutions, I think it's favoured Derby more. Danny Bart's smashed his nose open and has got blood on his shirt. Needs a new shirt. Might need some glue on his nose as well. God, that's swelling up as well, isn't it? I think we're going to play on without Bart here. And the long throw is going to come in. They'd prefer him in the box, wouldn't they? Campbell and Langas are still having a wrestling match on the near post. Referee's having a chat with them. Do you think Harvey Elliott could go to a championship club? I don't, but it'd be really fun, wouldn't it? He was amazing when he was at Blackburn. He was only about 16 or something then. The Borough family, enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. And good luck if you are at Borough Preston tomorrow. That's in the earlies. Borough looking for a perfect 9-point week. Right, we're off and running again. Is Danny Bart back in the game with a clean shirt? No. There he is now. No number on his back. Easier to recognise now. We have 10 to go. There's going to be quite a lot of stoppage time in this, isn't there? We've had a ton of subs. Loads of bits and bobs. Been a very bitty game, hasn't it? We should get 6 minutes stoppage time. I'm going to call it now. 10 minutes out. Ball goes in long. Flicked on. Zetterstrom grabs it. Ward with a honking switch of play there. Good ball. Blackett-Taylor can't quite control it. Wallace wins the 50-50. Diakite knocks that into the front onto Madger. Good take by Madger. Price down the line for DK. Can't quite complete the pass. Out it goes and time is a ticking. We have less than 9 minutes of the 90 to go. This derby game is honking. It's had its moments, hasn't it? Second half's been better than the first, to be fair, hasn't it? Although we did get a goal at the end of the first half. Aguiman does well actually down the left-hand side. You kind of see from his body language, he's kind of saying to his teammates, what more do you want me to do? But not massively high on opportunities today, has it? 3 shots on target in the game. Derby going to get the 3 points with 0.19 XG at the moment. West Brom only at 0.27, so neither side has really created anything, have they, of any note. And if it ends like this, it's going to be a big goalkeeping mistake. Elder is going to throw this one in. Big header by Phillips. Oh, nice one, Dave. See you soon, matey. West Brom counter. Phillips. Illing crosses unchallenged. Not the worst ball in the world. Wallace made Elder defend it. I don't know whether he was going to beat him in the air, but he certainly had a charge in behind him. As I always say, and I'm quoting the GOAT Neil Warnock, make defenders defend. Corner to West Brom. They need a good one here. Mep them up. Phillips. Campbell. Got DK and Madger on now as well. And it comes left-footed. Langas, I think. No, it's Ward on the near post. Headed it out. As we come up 84. God, Chris Meppen must be a nightmare to referees. Yapping all game, isn't he? I know he's only come on as a sub today. In comes the set play. Dealt with by Derby, but the whistle goes. And they'll kill some more time with that one. Right, we're going to get another double from Derby. Looks like Salverson and Sanderson, easy for me to say, are coming on. Diaz is going out. So Salverson will replace him. I'd imagine Aguiman will go and play wide. Unless they're just... Oh, no, he's going to come on for Aguiman. There you go. I saw Diaz coming out as well. Sanderson will go and play centre-back, so it's going to be a back three. John Eustace wants a clean sheet. Throws another defender in there. As I said earlier, I prefer Derby in this shape from what I've seen of them this season. Price. West Brom need to do something. Got 4 minutes 15 plus I reckon 6 minutes stoppage time. Hurled down the line by Illing. And DK has drawn a foul and they're going to get a free kick in a really nice position. West Brom. Needs a good delivery, this one, doesn't it? Jed Wallace is going to presumably fizz this in. Although the way they've lined up West Brom, it makes it fairly obvious it's going to have to go to the back stick unless they're all going to make runs to the near post. Yeah, that's where he put it. But there were no West Brom players stood there. It's a poor free kick, that, or a poor setup. But they've recycled it. Oh, they were nearly in there, hooked away. But the offside flag, there were two running in. The offside flag goes up. Eric Ramsey and West Brom headed for a third defeat in his charge, and it's a third defeat in a week. Derby are heading for a 9-point week, and they've played away twice to start it, so pretty damn impressive from Derby this week. Throw in over on the left. Elder's taking his sweet time. Goes short down the line to Salverson. Gets it back to Elder. Oh, Elder's lost it. He didn't want to lose it there. And they have got it up the pitch. But DK laid it off to Madja, who ran it out of play. And Derby are using all their nous and all the dark arts here to just run this game down. They're making it as bitty as possible. The ball seems to have been in Callum Elder's hands, taking a throw in for about 60 seconds of the last 2 minutes. Illing pops it down the line. Poor ball. And we are headed into the last minute of the 90 before stoppage time. Derby 1. West Brom 0. Agyemang in a coin flip of a first half from a big mistake from Max O'Leary. Looked like John Eustace was looking up at the big scoreboard there at Pride Park. Presumably checking the clock. Yeah, mustn't forget, as pointed out in the chat there, this will be 11 away defeats in a row. Now, obviously, the lion's share of that is under Ryan Mason. Thompson sits down on his backside, clearly trying to run the clock down, because the ref says, well, go off the pitch then or get up, and he just gets up and plays on. But they are doing a grand job of taking the fizz out of this one. Derby. Well, we're up 90 minutes. And how about that? I said 10 minutes ago there'd be 6 minutes stoppage time. And we've got 6 minutes of stoppage time. .30 of it down, and West Brom finally have the ball. They got to keep it because Derby are eking this clock out very nicely. Rotherham going for 9 straight defeats in League One tomorrow. Oh, God. Not good. Illing swings that over. Headed out by Elder. Blackett-Taylor. Off his chest. West Brom throw. And West Brom are going to hurl this into the box. Here comes Campbell. Long throw in. Oh, they've got first contact. Oh, it didn't quite fall on the near post. If he'd taken that in his stride there, Malumbi had a big chance. Edge of the box is Illing. Illing drives the shot in. Hits Bart in the face. And, of course, he's going to go down. And stay down. You never want to get smashed in the face by the ball. But when you're trying to run the clock down, defending a lead, you're almost like, oh, yeah, ref can't pull me up for that. Took one in the face. Better stay down now. Concussion protocol. Oof. Poor old Bart. He had to change his shirt, didn't he? Because he's not bleeding again, is he? Because he got blood over it. I think we might have opened up a healing wound. What song is that? Now I've opened up this healing wound again. Will Young. Wallace boots it in long. Derby defending without Danny Bart now. Blackett-Taylor clears it up the line, but West Brom have another throw. Campbell heads over. Grabs the ball. In it comes. They've got the flick. Travis. All headed down. Big chance. Oh, just wide of the post. If the offside flag stayed down, then that was the big chance for West Brom. It was Madger on the back stick. Is he onside? Yes, he is. Keeper comes out, doesn't really touch it, kind of gets in the way. And he just kind of gets his studs on it. Any kind of poke with the toes there. And that would have been the equaliser. Oh. Any decent touch and he scores. Another set play coming in from West Brom. Oh, they got the flick on at the near post, and this time, surely that went in. Surely that's crossed the line. They have got the equaliser. They put the pressure on. The ball doesn't actually hit the back of the net, but we have a late equaliser for West Brom. 94 minutes in. The camera's on Chris Mepham. It was a flicked header on the near post. Mepham's got something on it. It didn't hit the back of the net, but it did cross the line. And that's a big goal for Eric Ramsey. And it looks like a first point for West Brom. Derby 1, West Brom 1. He just drifts in there at the back post. Goal line tech gives it. Do they get the flick at the near post? It's a good set play, isn't it? Malumbi comes in on the near post, flicks it. Mepham arriving there. Got a handful of shirt, but to be fair, Salverson's got a handful of his shirt as well. And late, it is 1-1. And I said about West Brom, they just need something, anything today. anything. And it looks like they've got it with a late set play. And as you'll have seen, if you follow my Twitter today, Derby's home woes continue. Derby, going into today, we're 20th in the home table. They're like 3rd in the away table. Crazy. It's a championship. Of course it's not crazy. 1-1. A late equaliser. Derby 1. West Brom 1. Eric Ramsey looks like he's finally got a break here. How about that? Cross goes in. Salverson. Oh, they're not going to win it up the other end, are they? Derby attacking. Elder volleys it over the bar. We're 96-20. We've had a goal, obviously. Probably go another minute, do you reckon? We'll go at least to 97, surely. We might go to 97-30, mightn't we? The irony of all of this is Chris Meffam is only on the pitch because Christian Bielik got injured. And he has scored a big equalising goal. Ball goes long. This will probably be the last phase of play of the game. It's out for a throw-in. I think if you're West Brom now, you just take your equaliser. Don't risk it too much. Get out of dodge. Held down the line. We're at 97, so surely we're within 10-15 seconds of the whistle going now. Bart clears his lines, and yeah, there goes the final whistle. We will bid you farewell on TikTok before I give my summies up. Thank you to all the wonderful people on TikTok. Goodbye. And it was Derby 1, West Brom 1, and that's a really big point for West Brom. If I was sat here saying it was Derby 1, West Brom 0, there would be a lot of, West Brom just need to get something from somewhere, and Eric Ramsey's lost 3 out of 3. But a late equaliser means West Brom have not lost. They have stopped the away rot. Remember, they lost 10 away games consecutively as well going into today. And they've got themselves a point. They've got something. They are moving after a fashion. It was not pretty, but it was never going to be tonight. And I think West Brom will be really happy to get out of dodge here with a point, something to build on. Obviously, Eric Ramsey coming in and immediately having to do a 3-game week is not the one, is it? Very difficult start. And now they can build something you would hope from a West Brom point of view and use the week of training to start some kind of forward momentum. But make no mistake, they just had to stop the rot. A collapse. They lost 5-0 at Norwich in midweek, didn't they? And we wondered what happens if West Brom face any adversity in this game today. Are they going to wilt? No, they didn't, because they did face adversity in this game. And we know Derby have had their struggles at home. I tweeted today that Derby going into today, were 3rd in the away table, 20th in the home table. So they have struggled to make things count at Pride Park. And this is the latest in probably what they'll consider a series of missed opportunities, conceding a goal to a frankly beleaguered West Brom in the 95th minute. But the adversity that West Brom had to face in this one is that they kind of edged the first half. Derby hadn't had a shot. They hadn't had a shot on target. No, they hadn't had a shot at all. And we're at like minute 43 or something like that. And they get a free kick. And watch back on the watch along, I say, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? And first shot on target ends up in the goal. And worse than that for West Brom, new goalkeeper Max O'Leary on his debut comes out, makes an absolute hash of catching the ball, drops it. Where does he drop it? Of course, he drops it on the toe of Derby's key striker at the moment, Patrick Agyemang, who bimbles it over the net. And we're saying at half-time, West Brom are hapless. They are just finding every which way to lose at the moment. Fragile and all of that stuff. No luck, can't catch a break, nothing's going for them. Well, that is about to change towards the end of this game in a couple of ways, actually. So, Derby lead at half-time. It's much of a muchness the second half. And strangely, we get a treble substitution from both sides to kind of pep it up. And I thought it actually favoured Derby. I thought Derby had more after both managers went for the treble sub. And then, a quite peculiar moment, Christian Bielik had hurt his shoulder in the first half, played on. I'm not a doctor. I don't know whether it popped out and they pushed it back in and then he had to come out and whether he played on injured. But that's what it kind of looked like. Bielik goes out and Chris Mepham comes in. And of course, who scores the equalising goal right at the end of the game? Chris Mepham. So although West Brom couldn't catch a cold, let alone a break at the moment, there's some weirdness there about that the fact Mepham's even on the pitch is not by design, and he manages to get the goal. To be fair to West Brom, in stoppage time, and we've heard about Eric Ramsey and MLS and set pieces and all of that, they did push and they did go for it, and there's a chance immediately before for Josh Madry, who's one of the subs who came in, and the ball breaks from him on the back stick and he just like studs it around the post. And you think if he just gets a toe ender on that one, you know, and they get the goal, and that's the big chance gone. But literally from, I think it might have been the next set play, although I didn't see a Derby touch on that, so I'm sure they'll be all over that if that was the case, but I could be wrong about that. From the next set play, Malumbi flicks it on the near post, and it's literally the most ugly point, because the most ugly goal you can get is one that doesn't even hit the net. And headed goalwards by Mepham. Zetterstrom dives. He's behind the line. He tries to swipe it out. And in it goes. And Christopher there in the chat is totally right. At 1-0, Ben Brereton Diaz did have a really, really good chance. He had two chances. One of them was really good, where he's running in on the angle, which he's been a bit of a master at in the Championship. Well, actually, he's running straight, but he's normally better when he's coming in wide and going central, but he goes into the box and he doesn't really get any purchase on the shot, and that would have killed the game off. Also, there's a cross goes in, and I don't think he's expecting to head it, and again, doesn't get any purchase on that header. So it's ifs, buts, maybes, fine margins. It was very wintry Championship in a 3-game week. We're talking about a couple of set plays, a big goalkeeping mistake, missed chances, and a late equaliser from a set play. So it's one of those coin flippy, you know, just fight and get it done type games. And it ends 1-1. The narrative from a Derby point of view is you're really annoyed because you haven't got over the line in a home game again, and they are just not as good at home as they are away from home. And I think if we looked at it, they would have been fourth in the league if you transposed their away points onto their home. But it was like 48, I think it was 24, double up to 48, would have put them in fourth going into the round. So there's a clear disparity and a clear problem at home for Derby. They're going to be annoyed about that. But they've got a 7-point week. So over the kind of mid-term rather than immediate term, I know it's short-term, a 3-game week, then you'd take it, wouldn't you? But I do think that could be a really big result for West Brom, having lost the Borough in the first game, no new manager bounce, and then just that heinous collapse against Norwich. They just needed something. And I've just clicked to look. What is the next game for West Brom? Get your popcorn out if you've studied the league table. Next game for West Brom, Portsmouth away. So another gigantic head-to-head game. And dare I say, if Pompey were to win, they haven't played a play on Sunday against Southampton. If they were to win that game, they would be level on points with West Brom. They are 2 places below. So, massive, massive game coming up for West Brom. And I think, potentially, look, they could collapse again and go and lose the next 3, but potentially something to build on. Something, anything is what they needed. A late goal, a point. They didn't lose. Ramsey's got a point. Something's gone for them. They are up and running, and that ridiculous run of 10 consecutive away defeats that was going to 11 is gone. It is over. Derby 1, West Brom 1. There you go, guys. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. It wasn't pretty, but it was very championshipy, and you all showed up on a Friday night for it. Thank you to my wonderful super chatters earlier in the night. We hit the target nice and early. Ben, Liam, Lee, Kelly, Dave, Zinj, Cara, thank you so much. No super chat target tomorrow. Come and watch completely for free with me not pushing for super chats tomorrow in the London derby. What would you call it? A southeast London derby. Millwall versus Charlton. Bermondsey versus kind of Millennium Dome, Greenwich area, isn't it? Come and join me at 12:15. And for the rest of the round, we'll be doing hot takes on Sunday morning, and we should be doing Coventry visiting Norwich on Monday night as well. So plenty more to happen. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow for Millwall versus Charlton. Thank you again. If you say nice things, I'll put them up in the outro as we go. It was Derby 1, West Brom 1. Late equaliser. Could be a big one for West Brom.